Okay, so we've seen how to do or how to set up a part from scratch and some of the challenges involved with that. Obviously we skipped over a lot of the details, but what I want to show you in this video is all the other sources that you can get parts from. If it wasn't already obvious, I'm not particularly good at making a part completely from scratch. And there's a good reason for that. Hang on. It's because I hardly ever do it. Mainly what I do is I take an existing part and I modify it and change it to make sense for me. And for resistors in particular, when I started this whole journey, I started with the Adafruit Library. It comes with Eagle, or maybe I downloaded it at the time. I think now it comes with Eagle. Either way, it's available. It's either the default or it's available from Adafruit. It's all free, no big deal. And this is where the resistors started. So if I kind of go to the resistor section here, and I've added to this, but it comes with most of these things. All of these different packages, if you watch me kind of click through it, all these different surface mount packages, and it gets into all these through-hole packages, and any one of these things, you can open it up, you can use it. A lot of them are pretty close to being ready to use. You still need to check them, and a lot of them I've copied and made like minor changes for my own little reasons and all that kind of stuff. So Adafruit, the existing library inside of Eagle, is a great place to start. Now, let's see, to demonstrate, let's do a new library, just so we have kind of a clean slate here. If you look on the internet, you'll quickly find there's a site called Librarian. They have all kinds of parts. As a demo, I'll show you the some 0805 resistor, because this is kind of the theme here. I'll get them searching for an 0805 resistor. So what you see here is it found this Panasonic, a very specific resistor, but they have a symbol and a footprint and a 3D model. And if I click on this little guy here, it gives you a couple of different things to choose from, but for what we're looking for, it doesn't really matter. Boom. Symbol, footprint, 3D model. Ready to go. Let's download. Which software? We want Eagle. We want V6 Plus. It's downloading. This is awesome. So it downloaded, and it downloads into a zip file. And let's see, the zip file is actually inside of that is an Eagle script, and I'll show you that in a second. But before I do that, let's go over to SnappyDa. Very similar. So they have all sorts of parts. They have, Texas Instruments and Maxim and all the usual suspects. Resistor. Chunk. So here we go. So this one, here's one, but it doesn't have a 3D model. I want the 3D model, of course. So this Yago right here, this one is an 0805 resistor, and it has the data sheet, the symbol, the footprint, and the 3D model available. So when I click on that sucker, it's cranking away, internet style. Everybody likes cloud computing. All right, so check it out. We have a symbol, and we have the footprint. Now, on this one, the 3D model is available, but you download it separately. And I'm again, all of these videos are kind of just glossing over some of these ideas. But we're going to download this. Eagle, done. So this one actually gives me an actual library, .lbr. That's a library that I can go directly into Eagle with. So let's go back to Eagle. So here let's do the SnappyDa one first. Add a device, import. There's a couple of different ways you can do this, and this might be the long way around. Let's see. Open the library manager and go to available, select browse. And here it is. This is the last one that I downloaded, I believe. Or no, this one right here is the last one I downloaded. So I'll say open. And nothing really happens. All that did is allow that library to be selectable in this list. So all I really know about it is that it's RC and it's like 0805 or something. So I'll do the the search. The stars are the wildcards. That's what I downloaded right there. Recognize all this stuff, the Yago and all that stuff. So boom, there it is. We get a description, we get the technologies, we get attributes, even though a lot of that stuff is kind of useless for what we're doing. But we have our symbol, we have our footprint. The footprint actually looks, you know, probably usable. It's all connected already. That's all done for us. The prefix is done, R. The only thing we have to do on this one is turn on the value, just like that. So I'll hit save. Whoops. Oh no, I don't want to save. Never mind. And then we'll go back to here. Say now we've got our device, we have our footprint, we have our symbol, and if we wanted to, we could go back and download the 3D package and add that to it as well. But for the sake of time here, I gotta go eat some pizza. The family's gonna be here in just a second. Ultra Librarian gave us a script file. So that one is essentially a macro, and you invoke that by hitting the little SCR button. And here's a bunch of scripts that comes with it, script examples. But we want to browse to find Eagle. No, wait, hang on. Where are we? I'm going to go to here, Eagle Library. There. Okay, this is the one that I downloaded. The script, as soon as I'll click that and say open, it just starts running the macro, and it's done. So the macro created a symbol. It created this footprint. Did not give us a description, gave us some technologies and attributes, which are kind of useless as well. It did connect it. That's nice. And it gave us the prefix of R. The value is not on, so we'll turn that on. But it did make some really crazy thing here. So notice how name is not there, and it put the part is like off to the side. Yeah, so it's not centered on there. Name is not there, and it gave us 3 different packages. So let's edit. Now look at this madness. This is crazy. It kind of added all this superfluous stuff. It put name on top of the part, and if we look at what layer it put these on. It put these on the dimension layer, which is really just for your PCB outline and cutouts and all that kind of stuff. So that's, I mean, it's really all wrong. But in the previous videos, we showed you how to change layers and all those kinds of things. So that's the important, you can quickly see the importance of knowing how to do this and how it all goes together on your own. Because when you download stuff from the internet, sometimes it works and sometimes it is a mess, like what we see here. This is really not all that usable. Anyway, so the next option is actually an Eagle option. If we click on Import 3D Package, it's kind of a strange place that they hide this. Create with Package Generator. This is a little cloud-based thing. So you pick your package here on the left. They've got quite a few to choose from. So I picked this little surface mount 2-terminal thing, so it can be a resistor, or all these things, a fuse, an inductor, a thermistor. But we're going to go with resistor for this one. There's all these different things. We're going to go with these standard values here, but use your data sheet to pick the numbers that make sense. As soon as you hit Update Preview, it creates a little 3D section over here to the right, and you can rotate this around. But you can see what the thing is going to look like on your circuit board with the 3D model and the name and the value and all that stuff is ready to rumble. And let's see, options. What are options? Show board. I think that's it. Finish. Okay. It's creating a version. Creating new version. Clearly there's a whole lot. So RESC something or other. It gives it a crazy name. Completely crazy name, and it doesn't give you the option, as far as I know, to create that. So now it's created in the cloud. Now it's downloading it to Eagle automatically. And here we go. We have a 3D package. We have our symbol. And we have that. But you know what we don't have? Our... Wait a second. Do we have that one? Hang on. I can't tell what was... these names, the names that come in are so useless that I don't really know what's what. So I'm going to, yeah, let me just get rid of all these. Remove, yeah. I can't quite tell what happened here. This thing is crazy. So chip, make it. What I'm trying to figure out is did this package generator actually create a device? And I don't think it did. I think it just made the symbol and the footprint, and I'm going to have to make the device on my own. We're about to find out. All of us together. Big team effort to figure out if this package generator... I've had very little luck with the package generator overall, but it is getting better, I think, over time. Sure enough, it creates the footprint and the symbol, but now I still have to create a device and do all the connections. So here's the takeaway. There's a lot of places that you can get parts. Some of them come with Eagle. Some of them are out on the internet. None of them are flawless. You have to have the skills to adjust, to put things together, to make little tweaks, to move layers around and do all those kinds of things. But at least you know that there's a vast amount of resources out there to get chips and BGAs and inductors and capacitors and all these things that you need. So it is pretty rare that you're going to have to make things completely from scratch. And that's kind of exciting, but you do have to have some solid editing skills. So the next video, I think we're going to look at some organizational efforts. You see these crazy names that come up and all those kinds of things. That is not good. We have to have kind of a naming convention and a way to organize all of this stuff, because by the time you have a whole bunch of parts that are yours, chips and capacitors and all the things that you use in electronics, it gets confusing quickly. You lose things. The better you can plan out some organization up front, the better things are going to be for you later. It's really hard to go back and organize yourself later. Organizing yourself from the beginning works much, much better. So, hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you on the next one.